Hi, and welcome to another show where we'll be giving our reactions to the results for game week 3. The first game is Spurs Wolves, 1-0 to Spurs, obviously, unfortunately. So, what's your take? How do you feel the game went?
Um, to be honest, I've said it before. It doesn't look as if Spurs are the real winners, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I think Wolves had a lot of chances
Mm-hmm.
where they could have put the game to bed. Could have been 3-0 up.
Mm-hmm.
They just didn't really take them. I think if anyone's going to score, it's going to be Son or Kane
Yeah.
for Spurs. No one, or Kulusevski, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But it's more Son or Kane bits of magic that win Spurs games. It's not really a convincing Spurs win. I think it has been like that for the past 3 weeks now, where they played Wolves.
I think the first game of the season, I think, was Kulusevski.
Yeah.
I thought that they blew Southampton.
Yeah, but
And
it's
they blew them
Southampton.
away.
It's Southampton.
They're doing all right. I think they're doing all
Nah,
right.
but for me, it's not a very convincing win.
I agree. I felt the Wolves game. I thought Tottenham came out quite slow and cautious. Ben Tanker, is it
Bentancur.
Ben Tanker, sorry. You know, I thought he was their best player
Yeah.
in that midfield. I thought I thought Wolves had bright sparks to create chances. What I did like was the fact that Wolves went for it, and they didn't give them any form of chances in the first half. They had some small chances, but I felt that for Wolves' sake, you can never switch off against a top 4 team. And unfortunately, in key moments,
They did.
you leave someone like Harry Kane backstick to head it in unmarked. So it was unfortunate. I thought they should have got something from the game, but I thought Tottenham, they showed themselves. I thought to give them credit, Tottenham. I thought that there was an improvement. I can imagine Conte really shouting at them and really getting at them. I felt as well. The overall game, it was very good. Wolves had again chances. Tottenham the second half done really really well, and they got the goal in the 90th minute. And it wasn't something that you would write home about, and you'd be talking about with your mates, talking about how well Tottenham did. It was just one of them games where they just managed to get the job done. And again, I think depending on their next couple of games, I think if that is all they've got, they will come up short. Which we're hoping for.
Definitely.
Which we're hoping for, because I know we've got a lot of Tottenham fans that's got a lot of talk. So, we like to give them banter when things don't go well. I know when they give us banter when things don't go well.
Definitely.
So it was a good game. But I think again, it just lacked a bit of end to end.
Yeah.
So Palace, I thought Palace and Aston Villa, which is our next game, which I thought had is quite end to end, and I thought it was quite fluid. What was your take on it?
I think Palace, they look good on the Vieira. Look very good. I think you can't take it away from it. It was a very very good performance. I think Villa just look absolutely shocking. Again, sorry Michael, but they do look very 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 bad defensively. I mean, I know they've just missed out on. The defender Diego Carlos has got an ACL injury now, but I don't understand what the game plan is with Villa. I was watching the game and it's just keeping the ball, but when they keep the ball, they don't progress up the field with it. It's just keep ball. That's it.
But this is the thing though. I agree as well. Is that for someone having Coutinho, Buendia, McGinn.
Yeah, Watkins.
But I mean, just in that midfield, they
Oh, yeah,
have creative players where they should be creating chances.
Yeah.
They've got a strike force that create chances. I thought in the game, I thought for the home team, Palace, I thought Zaha took his goal well. It was a fantastic finish. I thought as well, I thought for Palace, I thought Jordan Ayew, Jordan Ayew, Slot, they look really good going forward. I think Slot scored in that game as well. I thought I thought he deserved the goal as well. I thought he was putting himself being a nuisance. They scored a lovely goal. Mitchell crossed it in, and Zaha was it Zaha or was it Edward? Is it Edward?
Might be Edward.
It might have been Edward, and they just flung themselves at it off the when it went in flat. I applauded it because it was just the way that they just crossed it.
Very well taken.
And it's well taken. I was very, very impressed with them. Is there concerns for Villa?
Yeah.
Do you think so?
Definitely. I think so.
Where do you think the concerns are?
Defensively. I think the midfield is, on its day, it's very good.
Yeah.
Stratford's no problem. I think it's a defence.
Okay. And obviously, I think where now do they go? Callum Chambers.
Nah, he's not. I don't think he's good enough. I saw they were linked with Rob Holding. They can take Rob Holding, 15 million. They can take him, but Rob Holding ain't gonna strengthen your defence. Not for 30-year games. They have. Imagine they have Tyrone Mings, Rob Holding, Callum Chambers.
Yeah.
That's nothing convincing. That is nothing convincing.
Yeah, I think the game for me, I thought it was very good. As I said before, it was very good. I felt Bailey looked very good for him as well. I thought he was getting about the pitch. Again, defensively, very poor. I think that's something that Gerrard's I know he's gonna identify that and get that going with them. I thought the penalty. They were very unlucky to get a penalty against them, which for me, I thought, like, where's the guy going to put his hand? You know, when he's basically jumping, and as he's jumping,
it's natural.
The guy's headed it, and he's headed it onto his hand. So when he's headed into his hand now, it's not like he's gone like that.
No.
His hand is at a position where he's jumped, and as his hands, as it's coming down, it's just hit it. And I thought it was very, very, very soft. I know, speaking to a few other people, they agree that it's not a penny, but again, it's given. And again, VAR, who look at these things, should be saying, listen, look, that isn't a penalty. And again, maybe that could have changed the game on the outlook on it. So, you know, again, Palace definitely deserved the win. And again, Villa just going to have to just lick their wounds and move on to the next game. Yeah. But again, unfortunately, Michael, I was rooting for you guys. So again,
they let us down.
They let us down. So I'm gonna have to be thinking twice next time I put a Villa win on. Next game, Everton Forest. So what was your take on that game?
I think it's better from Everton.
Yeah,
much better from Everton compared to last week. They look better defensively. Look better going forward. Yeah, the midfield is, I think, still a little bit of a concern, but it's better than it has been. So yeah, all praise to Lampard, but Nottingham Forest, I think they're going to be serious underdogs this season. Yeah, I think they what I like is they did just, I think with the signings that they've brought, that there is a plan behind the players they're buying. It's not just throwing 100 million at, you know, whatever player and whatever sticks, you know, you get in. I think there's an actual thought, and I think, again, they've brought quite well. I think another team that's brought quite a lot, but brought well, are Leeds. So, again, we'll talk more about those when we get round to them. But what I do like what Steve Cooper's doing at Forest. For me, when I was watching the game, I thought Gray took his goal well. Big punt up the pitch from Pickford. Chest controlled it into his path and slotted it away. Great finish. I thought Gordon, which again I know a lot of Everton fans surrounded him. I know the Chelsea moves. I know that could be another situation which I know for Everton fans, they hope that they keep him. But again, it's a big money move if the price is right. But again, you're thinking for the sake of the survival of the football club, you need him. I think, yes, you might sell him, but in the long term, but in terms of who can you get in, that's the thing is that if he's already there and he's doing well, you're going to want to keep him at least to the end of the season. At least then you can then go, right, at least we know we're still in the league. They just scraped out the relegation fight last season, so they're not going to want to, get into that situation by selling your best players. I think overall, Rondon, I think where he's played up front, they've now got a target in that game. So I think that's why you said their attacks were better, because they were able to play off a platform where Rondon was there. They were able to play off him. So I thought
that was a difference. I think for the last 2 games, I think they played. I think Rondon's played. So, you know, I thought it was very, very good from their side.
Yeah,
From Everton's, Forest's, I think it's the second game or the third game I've seen Jesse Lingard. He looks really, really good.
He looks sharp.
Yeah, he looks really, really good. I think Brennan Johnson.
Yeah,
Brennan Johnson looks very good, very good. I think that's the first time I've actually seen him. I don't think he played against Arsenal in the FA Cup when they played him. I don't think he was there. I don't think he played in that.
No, I thought he might have got subbed on.
Okay.
I don't think he started.
Yeah, but he looks quite a good player. I like the way he reacted quickly. And again, as a striker, if you react quicker to everybody else, you're going to get goals, especially in the box. So I thought he's reacted well and deserved his goal the way he reacted quickly. Because I know some people would have been, all right, keep his going, and he's reacted. So I thought he deserved his goal. I thought it was an enjoyable game. I think Forest, would be kicking themselves because I think that would have been a game where they should have got obviously the opportunity to take 3 points. I thought they created a lot of chances, but I think they missed quite a few as well. So I think they've just got to again, they're on a cusp of something in terms of if they keep everyone together, keep everyone fit.
Long term, I think Nottingham Forest could do quite well.
Yeah, and I think for Forest, I'm thinking they're just thinking, you know what, let's just stay in this league so we pick up any points we can get, really. So on to another promoted team, which is Fulham. That was very entertaining.
Yeah,
game.
Very good game.
That was a very good game. What was your take on that game?
I think all praise to Fulham. They were on it.
Mm-hmm.
They were on it. I think personally, I think they deserved to win the game. Fulham.
Mm-hmm.
I think Brentford were really unlucky with Ivan Toney.
Mm-hmm.
Few offside goals. I think really, really unlucky. I think they had a lot of confidence coming off that United win, Brentford. But I think Fulham just outplayed them.
Yeah. I think what I liked from Fulham, again, one thing you'll see with the football videos I do, I'm going to try and improve the players' names, but sometimes I get them wrong, is Pereira.
Pereira, yeah. Nearly.
What's his name?
Pereira,
yeah. He is a baller.
Yeah.
He is a baller. Where
United.
United. Very good. Very, very good. I noticed him when they played Liverpool.
Yeah.
And I thought that, again, he set up the first goal because I thought he pressed.
Yeah.
And he intercepted the ball and he was able to then set up the first goal, which led to the first goal. And he's obviously took a corner and they scored from that. So I just thought, for me, he took a free kick which he was unlucky with as well.
Yeah.
Which was like a Payet type free kick. I was like, jeez, where the hell? So you can see already that I personally think they'll stay up. And if they don't, I think they're going to lose a lot of players. We'll be bidding for them players. But I quite like the way that Fulham are going about it. I think they've got a good coach in Silva. I just think that they've just got to the Fulham fans not to get carried away when they do well, and not to be disheartened when things don't go right. Yeah. Because again, they are newly promoted. That's the reality of it.
Things are going to happen.
Yeah, and I think again, if you speak to a lot of Fulham fans, they all say the same thing: is that they're going about their business quietly, and they're just taking each game as it comes, and you can see that, and it just reflects how they play. Yeah. Again, Mitrovic, a danger man, and I think when he's playing at home, I think
he's more of a threat at home.
He's more of a threat at home than away,
yeah.
And I think for Fulham, and I think for any newly promoted side, is that you want to definitely win your home games, and you want all your best players turning up in your home games.
Yeah.
And I think he's one of those type of players that will do well at home, but away he may not be as confident or may play as well. And that's where maybe you might need others who can step in on the away games. I felt. I know you said Fulham deserved the win. I thought Brentford deserved something as well.
Yeah, they gave him a good fight.
I think it's quite even. I think they scored a great goal from a set piece.
Yeah.
I thought the bright sparks, and I think again, I think it's the third game I've watched where Josh De Silva,
Yeah.
Mumbo,
And Buemo.
yeah, and Wizza.
Wisa.
Weezer, yeah, sorry.
Nearly.
Yeah, those three for me.
They're a bright spot.
They are, and I think again, same thing. They tore Man United apart, and I think those, and I think just the sheer pace going forward, and I think you can see that they are now a counter-attacking team, where they can explode quickly, and there's a lot of speed in the pitch. So I think for me, I've put overall. I think Brentford, even though Fulham won the game, I think Brentford will be kicking themselves because I felt that they should have at least walked away with
a point at least. Yeah.
And I felt it would be deserving. I think the two managers, because they, fair play, try not to do a too cool handshake, but fair play, a draw would take it and move on, because I thought either team could have lost, could have won the game. Yeah. So I thought for Fulham to get the goal when they did, and again it was a fantastic header from Mitrovic, sorry. So I think for me, I quite like the way that they've got the 3 points, and now they're just moving slowly up the table. The next one, who aren't doing so well, which is Leicester, Gary Lineker's team. Yeah. So what was your take on them?
I don't think I've ever seen a Leicester team this poor.
Yeah.
That is genuinely really bad. Defensively, they are awful. Going forward, I wouldn't say it's as bad, but it's not great. I think the midfield, the thing is, they have players there that don't want to be there. So I think that kind of has some sort of reflect, not just outside but inside. So I think having players that don't want to be there creates a kind of divide between some players, like Tielemans being linked away, Fofana being linked away, Vardy getting linked away. Although Vardy just did sign a new contract, so I doubt he'll go now. But it's other players that once they give that impression to other players, the whole thing collapses. So I think that's what Leicester's main problem is.
The thing is, Leicester still have some really good players.
Yeah, they do.
Ndidi. Yeah. They still got
Iheanacho, Castagna,
Harvey Barnes,
Dewsbury Hall. I think Dewsbury Hall's a proper baller. I think he's a baller.
Dewsbury Hall.
Yeah.
I think Maddison's free kick was very good.
Yeah.
I quite like his free kick. I thought Shea Adams' second goal, that was quality.
Very well taken.
That was quality, and I think that deserved to win any game of football when you score a goal like that. I thought Joe Aribo was a threat for Southampton again. I thought it was his second. I think it was his first start. Done really well in his first start. I know he's been a regular for Rangers, and again, I know the Scottish League and the Premier League isn't the same level, but he stepped up to it, and I think he's done well. I'm just hoping that he can continue that and play regularly.
Yeah, definitely.
Ward-Prowse, I thought for Southampton was solid in that midfield as well. They had a guy, I forgot the guy's name. They had a striker with dreads, kind of brown hair for Southampton. I tried to get his name. I tried to write down on my notes, but I forgot to get it.
It's not Aribo, is it?
No. There's another. I think new signing. He's got brown hair. I'll have to, but he was a threat last week. He wasn't so much of a threat this week. But I think nonetheless, I think they've still got options. Of it's not just Redmond or other players that could maybe fill in for a time being. I think they've now got more options where they can get goals from different areas of the pitch. Definitely. So I think I thought Southampton looked better over the 90 minutes. Leicester had there's got a lot of unrest on the pitches before Tielemans, Fofana, and obviously again if Fofana leaves, how many others may want to follow him, because obviously the whole thing's falling apart. Yeah. So that's the question. Then you have to then think to yourself: is there any point of continuing, maybe looking for a move elsewhere? Yeah. So but on to the Gunners. What was your take on the Gunners? Bournemouth game.
I'm not gonna really speak on it too much because I think mainly because people expect us to win that game, and we did it very well. I think we dominated the game. Bournemouth really didn't really get a sniff at goal. I think defensively, Zinchenko, Saliba, especially Zinchenko, the way he kind of covers.
Yeah, he was a beast.
He was everywhere. He was everywhere. Beast, Xhaka in the midfield. I think one person that's gone under the radar a little bit is Partey, and he was solid. He's been solid for the past three games. He's been solid. He's our anchor. And I think if he gets injured, then we're in a bit of trouble. I think Saka had his quiet game, but I don't really mind it. Jesus was the main man. Again. He is the link up. He's the link up man. He makes everything happen.
I think that's the question. Obviously, we did on our Jesus special where we discussed whether if he gets injured. I know we spoke about Partey if he gets injured, but what if Jesus gets injured as well? I thought for me, I thought Jesus was all round game fantastic. Odegaard got 2. I was quite impressed because again, he very rarely gets goals, so I'm quite happy that he got goals. Really. Exactly, if you don't shoot, you don't score. I thought Ben White was very good as well, right back, which I think is going to put Tomiyasu now in a position now where
bit of a challenge.
Arteta's going to be thinking, which is good, it's healthy, it's competition. So, I think Bournemouth just got blown away, and Arsenal was just far too strong for them. I don't know whether you've noticed, which I did, which I thought about while the game was going on, was that how much we've got height in our squad now. Again, we've got Ramsdale, Gabriel, Saliba, Partey, Xhaka, all got height. And I think that's going to help us with set pieces.
Definitely.
Defending corners, attacking corners. So there's more in the box. So I'm quite happy with that we've now got height, because obviously in the Wenger era there was a lot of short players. So now we've got a bit of height. I'm quite happy about that. We're moving on to the Leeds-Chelsea game. What was your take on that?
Shocking. I really didn't expect that performance from Chelsea. I think that's the worst Chelsea performance I've seen in a very long while. But I mean, all credit to Leeds. When a team like Leeds gets Chelsea, you always go to the Chelsea side and think they're going to win, really. But you have to give it to Jesse Marsch. He outplayed Tuchel. Outplayed him.
Yeah, tactically, I think he outsmarted him. I think, I think they pressed well. I think they pressed Chelsea well, and I think that's what led to the first goal. And I think Aronson, very good player. And I think you think to yourself with who's the guy for Chelsea again?
Which one?
The American striker, sorry. Pulisic, sorry. So if you've got Pulisic and him, they are going to be a force. And I quite like him. This is again, it's the second game that he's done really well. I thought he sent Koulibaly. I don't know where he sent. I think he must have sent him.
Back to Napoli.
Yeah, because the way he turned him, and to the point where he's actually grabbed hold of his shirt, and it just exposed him where he tried to get too tight. The guy just spun him, got away, and I think the yellow card was deserving. Mind you, I don't know why he did it, because obviously there was players behind him where he would have had cover behind him. But I just felt he panicked in that situation and he just pulled him. So again, rightly so. I thought the bright sparks for Chelsea for me was Sterling. He had moments. Obviously, I know I think the shot where he scored, which was offside, offside. I thought he was their biggest threat.
I thought Mount was quite decent as well.
He created a few chances. Defensively, again, very poor. Again, I think it's just the central area, which again I know they're trying to get Fofana in to try and work on that defensive spine. What didn't help was Mendy's action, where he could have just played it out, and he tried to mess about with it, and he ended up getting stuck. Do you think you want to add more about the Chelsea game?
I just don't understand it, really. Just really poor. I mean, for me, Jorginho, I don't know, man. I just haven't seen Chelsea this poor in a long while, so it's quite shocking. I just don't know what's going on. So if I was a Chelsea fan, I would be quite worried.
Okay. Yeah, hopefully, the Chelsea fans that we know, obviously, we will be winding you up if they start losing, dropping points like Liverpool and United. But moving on to the next one, which is West Ham and Brighton. I know you saw the game, so I'll let you speak more about it.
I did say Brighton would win.
Yeah,
I told you Brighton would win.
You did.
I think West Ham are just on a really bad kind of run of form, like many teams are. I mean, we can't really speak too early. There's still 35 games left to play, so anything can happen. But I think West Ham, they have the height in their team. They have a lot, I think, and they need to use that to their advantage.
Yeah.
They have the likes of Skamaka and Mikel Antonio, Declan Rice, Craig Dawson, loads of height in their team. So I think with the corners that none of them, like I saw that none of them really attacked it. I think with the height you have to be attacking the ball because they're all kind of just laid off,
yeah.
and let the Brighton cleared it nearly every time.
I think who I'm again quite impressed, and I hope he stays injury free, is Danny Welbeck.
Yeah.
Again, another great performance from him, chasing down everything.
He's such a big presence,
and
it causes trouble.
And that is what. Again, I just really hope that he stays injury free because again I liked him at Arsenal. It's just that the injuries kind of messed and spoiled his time with us. But I think I'm just glad that he's at Brighton playing games now, playing regularly, and contributing because he's a very very big on contribution. Yeah. He gets in there, holds it up, does whatever the coach asks him. So I'm really pleased that he has that he's doing really really well. We'll go on to our second to last game, which is Newcastle Man City, which again that was
what a game,
goals galore.
Game.
So what was your take on that?
Same again. I did say a high scoring game. I did say 3-2 City though.
Yeah.
But I think travelling to St James's Park, I said in the previous video, it's nightmare. It's a nightmare, and we saw that because it cost us top 4 last season.
Yeah.
I think Newcastle, all credit to Eddie Howe. The first half, Newcastle were unreal. I was watching it in the car and I was so shocked because I'd never seen Newcastle play that well before. I think Saint-Maximin was driving Kyle Walker crazy, turning him inside out every single time. Almiron on the right was incredible, causing Cancelo problems. Joe Willock as well. Joe Willock put in a very good shift. I thought he was very good, Joe Willock.
Yeah, I thought the game when I watched it, I was kind of shocked, but not at the same time because, when you're going to Newcastle, the atmosphere, the fans,
not going to be easy.
It's going to be hostile.
Yeah.
So I think they are Newcastle's 12th man, and I just feel that for me, Saint-Maximin, every single time he had the ball, was just driving at him, and they just couldn't stop him. To the point where he was the one that set up the first goal, but they just couldn't find a way to sort of stopping him. And I think you think someone like with the defensive rocks that they have at City, that they will be doing a lot better to stop him. But I just think he's that good. I think if he continues, it's going to be quite hard to keep him.
Yeah.
I know financially he can keep him in terms of paying whatever he wants. However, career-wise, he may want to go somewhere where he can play Champions League football.
Yeah.
I don't think they're a Champions League club yet.
No.
But I think they're
up and coming.
It's going to be quite a while for them to do what they need to do. Almiron looks very good in that game as well. I thought he was unlucky with the disallowed goal. And then it was disallowed, and then I think he scored another goal.
Yeah.
The other thing as well was maybe, I don't know, because I was watching it and I saw how well he was playing. I think, I wonder if Almiron remembered what Grealish was saying about him.
Oh, I saw that.
And in my head I thought, I wonder if he said, you wouldn't be laughing at me, drunk or not, I'm going to turn up. And I think, I was very, very happy with him that he got his goal. So, I thought the second goal with Callum Wilson, Very good touch outside of his boot. Just the calmness to be able to do that in that situation was very, very good from him. I thought Pope again, another solid thing. I think he could be the difference between how far they go up, because I think defensively I think they'll be fine and they will cope. I think it's just more of a case of them, of how many he can keep out. I think he was saving points. He was saving points. Trippier's goal, how good was that?
10 out of 10 for me. To be fair though, all credit to Trippier, but Ederson, it's literally at his near post.
I think he stepped to one side, didn't he?
But he should be trusting his wall. He should be trusting. He doesn't need to step if he's trusting his wall.
But to be honest, the sheer power in that.
You're not stopping that.
You could have a bus.
Yeah, you're not
That's right.
Just flew.
It just flew. When you catch it sweet, man, there's nothing you can do about it. Just fair play to him. You know what I mean? Again, there was another situation which again I noticed again for I think it might have been the second time now. Foden should have squared it. Went for a shot.
Too greedy.
He's for a shot. I think you can see again. Pep was like, flustered.
Do you know what I think it is? I think it's because Foden has such high expectations from Pep, team, and even pundits. Because pundits big up Foden so much to the point he's got a lot of pressure on his shoulders. To the point where if he doesn't score so many goals a season, he's on a bad run of form, or he's flopping, or
I think the problem is for him. The other side of it is that if he's not doing the right things at the right time, Pep will just put him on the bench. So, if you don't want to be on the bench, you're going to have to be an honest player and just go, square it, let him get his goals. Because again, if he's able to get his goals, I know he will try and set you up as well. So there's give and take, and I think if you're able to set up somebody else, the main thing is the most important thing should be that the team wins the game. So I think he should have squared it again. He missed his opportunity. One thing I have to give again Man City great credit for is against the resilience to get back after 2 goals down. I thought again overall it was a high tempo game, very enjoyable for the neutral. Again, if I could watch another game like that again, I would definitely pay to watch that. Hopefully not being involved in Arsenal, but
unless we win,
but that would be, I don't know how well it would be on my heart, but with the anxiety, but I think nonetheless it was a great entertaining game. The last one, which again was played yesterday, Manchester United Liverpool losing the game 2-1 to Manchester United. What was your take? I know you watched the game live.
Yeah, Liverpool really sloppy. I mean, we discussed this on the Liverpool show as well. But I think once again, it's really sloppy from Liverpool. I think there's no sort of fight or enthusiasm within the team right now. I don't know why, but there just isn't any enthusiasm. When they play, like I said, they normally push up as a unit. They didn't. I mean, when Van Dijk played the long ball, the amount of time it took him to get from one area to the pitch to the halfway line was ridiculous, and that's how Rashford was through as well. Because Joe Gomez and Van Dijk took way too long to get out.
Did they play a high line?
Yeah, they were.
But that's what I'm trying to say. You can't play a high line against Manchester United when they are very, very good at counter-attacking.
Yeah, especially Rashford.
With the speed and everything. And again, the goal that they scored, Rashford scored, was from the counter-attack. I thought Rashford, Elanga, Sancho, and Man United's new signing, is it Malacia.
Solid.
Very good. I think he's going to be a very big headache for Shaw. I think as well, defensively, Liverpool looked
vulnerable.
Very vulnerable. Again, as I spoke on the show about their midfield, how they've changed it 3 times in 3 games. There was no consistency in that midfield. The triangle, I should say, from the goalkeeper and the 2 centre backs. There's a lot of uncertainty between them. And I just feel that at this present moment in time, I just feel that there is a big dark cloud over them. I know they haven't won a game so far this season, which again is very unheard of for Liverpool. But again, I'm giving full credit to Manchester United. Again, I know Craig's most will be happy that his team won. Again, I know Kaya needs to apologise about the disrespectful 4-0
I want to
prediction you had
apologise.
for
Yeah.
Liverpool.
Keep it to the end of the season. We'll see where you are.
Oh, yeah, all right.
We'll see where you are. We'll see where you are.
Yeah, but yeah, as I said before, the game was very entertaining for a neutral. I quite liked the way that Manchester United attacked the same way of old. Again, what I'm wondering is, I know they were blaming the owners for the failings. So
I wonder if they are now.
Are they blaming or are they blaming them that they won the game? So it's like, there is a lot of positives again because they've got that Casemiro in as well, so they went and brought him in. So
but there's still a lot to improve.
Of course, there's a lot to improve. I think it's a process, and I think with him being in there, in charge, I think there is an opportunity for it to progress a bit like as for Arteta on the Man United show that we did last week, where I think it's just about having a process, little by little, brick by brick, and just going. I don't know whether they're going to be top 4 challenges just yet, but
it's going to need time.
It's going to need time. So yeah, I thought that was very, very good in terms of counter attacking a fast pace, but. Again, Liverpool really do need to start.
Need to wake up,
winning. I know they've got Bournemouth next week at home, so I imagine they'll be back to winning ways, and everything will be forgotten.
Hope so.
Yeah. Anything you want to say?
No,
okay. Yeah, that's the end of the show. Thank you for watching. Again, if you have, again, we really want to try to have more interaction with our viewers. So if you have any. Any of your thoughts in terms of what we've said, in terms of any of the games. We'd love to hear your opinion on your team's game and how you feel your team did. All right. Thank you for watching, and that'll be all for today.